I pulled the real books from a one-truck junk removal company. On paper, they brought in $15,000 last month. Nice big number. Then I started subtracting. Dump fees, insurance, a truck that broke down on a Tuesday. By the time I was done, that 15 grand looked a lot smaller. So if you've typed how to start a junk removal business into Google at midnight, hoping this is your ticket out of a desk job, stick around. I'm about to show you the real cost to start a junk removal business. Not the version on the thumbnails, the version in the paperwork.
Here's why everyone wants in. You see a stuffed garage, you see an easy $400. Truckload pricing looks like simple math, and for a minute, it is. A single item pickup runs $70 to $150. A full truckload, couches, appliances, a dead treadmill nobody wants, that's $600 to $800. One job, one trip, cash before lunch. And the barrier to entry is almost nothing. No degree, no storefront. Startup cost for a solo operator sits between roughly $7,500 and $28,000 based on small business cost data. And if you already own a pickup truck, you can be running jobs for around $5,000. Compare that to opening a restaurant. Compare that to a franchise with a six-figure buy-in. This is why junk removal keeps showing up as one of those side hustle to six-figures stories online. Here's the number that hooks people. A well-run solo operation can pull in $90,000 to $150,000 a year, according to estimates from business advisory firm KMF. That's real money from a business you can start with a truck you already own. Sounds like a gold mine. Here's the signpost, because it's not that simple, not even close. Here's the first thing nobody tells you. That $600 truckload isn't $600 of profit. It's $600 of revenue. Two completely different animals.
Start with the tipping fee. That's the per-ton charge a landfill hits you with every time you unload. Nationally, that averages $62.28 a ton per the Environmental Research and Education Foundation. But that's just the average. The Northeast pays over $80. Alaska pays $124. I pulled an actual 2026 fee schedule from a Utah landfill, $37.15 a ton for solid waste, a $15 fine if your load isn't covered, and a $38 surcharge for every fridge you bring in with the coolant still inside. Here's the part that breaks people's brains. Dump fees are charged by weight, not by how full your truck looks. A truck stuffed with pillows and lampshades can weigh almost nothing. A half-empty truck with old textbooks and ceramic tile can weigh a ton, literally, and cost you more to dump. Eyeball your pricing instead of weighing your load, and you can drive away from a $600 job having basically paid for the privilege of doing it. Next, insurance. Non-negotiable. General liability alone averages $93 a month, about $1,100 a year, just so a customer can sue you if their hardwood floor gets scratched. Add commercial auto coverage for the truck, and total insurance lands around $3,200 a year before you've hauled a single couch. Now the invisible one, self-employment tax. As a solo owner, you're not just paying income tax, you're paying an extra 15.3% on top of it because you're both the employee and the employer now. Nobody puts that on the thumbnail. And here's a what if for you. What if the truck breaks down for 2 days? 0 jobs, 0 revenue. But the insurance and the loan payment don't pause because your transmission did. What if fuel jumps 20% this year? Every mile between jobs just got more expensive, and you can't exactly send your customer a surcharge for it. Add it up, dump fees, insurance, fuel, maintenance, tax, and that $600 job often nets closer to $200 to $300 in real profit. Still good money, just not the number on the thumbnail.
So here's the real question. If the math is this tight for everyone, why do some operators walk away with six figures while others quietly fold within a year? I found an operator's story on a small business forum that lays this out perfectly. 8 months in, revenue was $2,500 a month, barely covering the truck payment. That's the failure story. And it's common. SBA data shows almost a quarter of junk removal franchise startups don't make it past 2 years. Now here's the other side of the ledger. That same operator, 4 years later, had built the business up to $170,000 to $200,000 a year in revenue. Same industry, same dump fees. So what changed? 2 things.
First, route density. The winners don't drive across the whole city chasing every lead. They stay tight, a small radius, jobs clustered by zip code, because every mile between stops is a mile you're paying for and not getting paid for. Second, and this is the one people miss, they stopped running a garbage truck and started running a mini recycling company. Clean copper scrap is trading around $4 a pound right now. Steel is worth over $160 a ton. Operators who sort metal before the landfill and who've built a relationship with a scrapyard are pulling 4 to 8% of total revenue straight out of material they used to just pay to dump. The haul and dump guys are stuck near zero. Same truck, same customer, completely different math. So, is it actually profitable? For a beginner willing to treat this like a logistics business instead of a trash pickup service, yes, the margins are real. Industry breakdowns consistently show 30 to 50% net margins, which beats most restaurants will ever touch. But if you go in thinking it's just a truck, a strong back, and easy cash, you're the one Googling, "Why is my junk removal business losing money 6 months from now?" Junk removal isn't a side hustle, it's a logistics game wearing a work glove. Would I start one at 22 with $5 grand and a borrowed truck? Honestly, yeah, but I'd weigh every load before I quoted it.